Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. OCG Metagame Breakdown for like end of June and of course yeah, July format. We already know that the OCG is getting their new list. I believe it was revealed last week. Remember when at least yeah, for their new OCG list starting off July 1st, Broad Bull is banned, you know, Masterpiece to 1, Diaconic Diagram to 1, etc. So they are heavily hitting Zodiacs of course, and that's something we are seeing here from the deck list, that Zodiac is completely or has completely vanished from their format, but they heavily hit through Draco. But as you see here in the percentages, through Draco, the whole engine of 1 Masterpiece, 1 Diagram, and you know their like level 5, level 6 monsters entered the searches. It's still the most represented deck in their OCG metagame. As for the conclusions, as for the decklist, again, all props to, first of all, YgoPro organization website, ready for duel as well, the Facebook page, and also Road of the King with all the percentages and the decklists, of course. So again, if you want more information, more decklists, feel free to check out the links down below. Here we see like what I believe from the results from past week, the decklist posted on the YgoPro organization website, and the decklist, and of course yeah, again posted this week and on these websites I mentioned earlier, is these percentages definitely give a good look, a good image on how the current OCG format is going to develop, or start developing after the huge hit on Zoo. Currently, True Draco is like the best deck, the best still, yeah, with 1 Masterpiece and 1 Diagram. Their continuous effect tribute monsters are still very strong with their pluses. I'll show a couple of builds here in the background, but you know, quickly followed by a deck that was already good before the ban list, and it's yeah, the current or the upcoming July 1st OCG list doesn't really hit the deck, is Dinosaur Yangzing. A couple of examples again here, a couple of lists. The first one here, as you see here, is like the pure dinosaur deck with Yangzings, while the other example here is also a Yangzing dinosaur list, but running a very small field spell engine. Well, yeah, you know, True King engine to get use or more use from the destruction effect of the babies, etc. But yeah, pretty much both accomplish pretty much the same. Also return to the front lines, and yeah, one of the most OP cards currently in the OCG format, and that's Denglong. Denglong is also a card that we might see pop up on the ban list soon, rather hitting it, yeah, possibly, but yeah, anyway. It's also a card that gets abused a lot. Another example here again is for yeah, True Dracos, the most yeah, currently the most represented deck in the OCG Top Cut tournaments. Most of the time locals, bigger tournaments, maybe regionals, but the results here from past weekends was pretty much only locals. But as we see here is that the True Draco slash, yeah, pretty much Masterpiece dot deck, right, 1 Masterpiece, 1 Diagram, is starting to evolve to a more Invoked build. Pretty much, I think that the most obvious reason is due to the fact that it has access to a very strong extra deck with the fusions, and of course a new spellbook draw card, searchable off of secrets. You know how it is to have a searchable Destiny draw, get 2 draws, set up your Alistair in the grave, banish it, etc, etc. And as you also see here is that ABC is also a deck that's getting more and more tops. It's working its way through the format, currently sitting at about like 8-ish%, 8% in the format. But as you have probably already have seen, there is like, well, it's not really a new combo. I also did not invent it, so I'm not getting, at least I'm not giving myself credit for this, but I'm sure everyone already has seen this combo with Cockle Doodle Doo and also eventually Ancient Fairy Dragon to, you know, search out your yeah, your ABC field spell, or use terraforming to search out the ABC field spell, and eventually use Pseudo Space, you know, the field spell that copies a field spell in your grave, and you can essentially use your ABC spell for a second time and enter your fields with a Decode Talker eventually, and a double ABC Dragon Buster, and you know, the remaining cards in your hand. In this case it's like a Ghost Ash, I believe, yeah, Ghost Spring, and I'm not really sure what the other cards will be. But you know what, no, Book of Moon indeed. So again, a very strong board, but it's heavy. At least it's weak to hand disruption, or at least to disruption in general. So that's why ABC is only sitting at about 8-9%, since it does have some good results at locals level, but yeah, it's definitely something when the bigger tournaments are going to arise and the OCG is getting more and more into the format, that we definitely going to see more tops, more development on behalf of ABC. Other example deck lists again is yeah, Metal Foes are still in the format as you see here. Yang Zing's no, Zephyros, I mean Zephyros is also a deck that has a couple of tops, as you already probably have seen on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization website, but again for a good reason. And last but not least, we also have like, it's not really super consistent, but you know, there's always that one guy that's running it in your like locals or yeah, tournament. It's like the Dinosaur Grand Soil Firewall Dragon Loop, like as you see here the example. I think it's just, I think it's obvious that it's just going to be a matter of time that Firewall Dragon is also going to get some kind of hit, right? It's not once per turn, well, at least it's special summoning effect, you know. So yeah, it's again just going to be a matter of time. They are going to somehow hit Firewall Dragon. Yeah, the DDD list, as you see here, also managed, I believe, topping or winning its locals, but outside of that, DDD is not doing anything in the OCG. Other decks are just stronger, as you see here in the percentages. Dinosaurs as well, Invoked, ABC, and then yeah, about 15% is like, or at least can be considered rogue deck. So yeah, for the links, even with the new links, people aren't really playing it. No Star Grails. Well, I believe only 2 Star Grail decks were played in the tournament, posted on Road of the King. Tricksters also not too much. So currently, how is it now? How it is now? Nobody is playing links, or at least link decks, you know. Yeah, Deco Dogger in their extra deck to open up extra monster slots, but you know what I mean. The link decks, nobody is playing them, so I don't know about links. They are definitely they need something new, at least yeah, maybe a new list that completely like demolishes the current top tier decks. But again, yeah, maybe people are going to just use decks that were good before the decks that got hit, right? So it's interesting what Konami is going to do in before, and that's something that they are 99.9% sure that they are going to do is, you know, when, yeah, with Synchros and with Exceeds as well, and Pendulums, of course. Pendulum is the best example. Clifords, just give the deck something very OP, overpowered, like with Scout, Searches, etc. once per turn. Links, eventually after a couple of months, Konami will print something like that just gives links the boost they need. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.